ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय कोटिसूर्यसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। Okay. So last time we were looking at Atascha, Vriddhirechi and Atascha. What does Vriddhirechi tell you? When H follows, Vriddhi is the replacement. That much I will tell you without thinking further. When H follows, Hi, Vriddhi, first case. What will be replaced? Purva parayoho ekaha adeshaha. Both the preceding and the following. What precedes? Avarna. At, Hi pare, Purva parayoho avarnasya and echaha sthane ekaha adeshaha vriddhihi. Is this making sense? One vriddhi adesha for both preceding and the following. Then we saw the next thing we saw was artascha. What is this art? This art is an agama. When does it come? There are few cases, few situations where it comes. One of the situations where it comes is in lung, lung and ring lakara. Lung, ring, lung, ringshu at udattaha. That was sutra. We just saw it briefly. And we understand lung is past, general past. Lung is anadyatane, not today's past. And ring is kriyati pattau ring. When you say something in kind of negatives, if this did not happen, then that would not have happened, kind of thing. When it has really happened, that kind of a usage. So in all these three usages, lakaras, what will come? An at agama will come. That's why I get agachat, apathat, like this. So then we saw if the dhatu begins with an ach, the dhatu begins with an ach, then what happens? Instead of adagama, you get art agama. Instead of adagama, you get adagama. And if you get adagama, then this rule can kick in. What is the rule? Atascha. Atascha vriddhihi. So what does it tell you? Where will you get art? It will come before the dhatu. So if art come before the dhatu to cause, so what should that dhatu have? I mean, it will have some, for you to see the effect. If it has e, u, you will see the effect. If it has a, you won't see an effect. Right? So we saw aichat, aikshat. We saw a few examples. Then we were trying in the end, I was trying to show you another example with lot lakara, where you also get art, where it becomes ani, ava, ama. Okay. So there, that the effect is not very clear actually. We don't have to spend time on it, because what happens is this. It comes as a plus a. Now, even without knowing this sutra, you would have said vriddhirechi and said it is vriddhi. So it doesn't add value in terms of our understanding. You have to know that the singular pratyaya for uttama purusha becomes eighth. That you have to know. But after that, a plus a is also I. Whether it's by vriddhirechi or atascha, it won't make a difference to you. So we don't have to spend our energy on that. All right. So the second one, the atascha, is more useful for you to recognize forms like aichata, aikshat, which we see in the Upanishad now and then. We saw also aushat, burnt, right? So these are examples. Ush dhatu, ushadahe. So any dhatu which begins with ajadi will get adagama. That's the rule, right? Okay. So now we will look. See, what I thought is this: the rules are many, and if I try to take you to many rules, you will probably feel very lost after a while, because too many rules and you don't have reason to apply them every day, right? So my general approach has been to make it, give you what is more necessary, and then build around it. So we will try to do that again now. Last time I went a little into Atashcha in more detail. That should help you in knowing the form. Now we will come back a little to sandhis, okay? But with some attempt to further understand the way we shouldn't forget how to interpret sutras, okay? So I want you to do that exercise every time a little, so we are more in sync. All right. So now let me share. Okay. Now what we saw is Atashcha. So we've seen so far what the main adhikara is. What? Never forget these, okay? When we are looking at a section, look at the adhikaras always. Samhitayam, primary adhikara. What does it mean? In a sandhi situation. Samhitayam, samhitayam vishaye. Then what's the next adhikara? Ekaha purva parayoho. For both the preceding and the following, there is one replaced. It means sthani is both preceding and succeeding. Okay. Then we saw at gunaha. What does it tell you? When an avarna proceeds immediately, and what should be there after that? At, achi, at, achi. So avarna proceeds and ach follows, then you get guna. That's not the whole story. I told you there are apavadas. First apavada is what? Vriddhirechi. H is also an ach, but you don't get guna, you get vriddhi. Right? Atascha was an extension of that. All right. Now, there are a few sutras sitting here. Which, say you look at this sutra, for example, okay? Upasargat riti dhatau. Upasargat riti dhatau. Now, somebody help me. What are the cases here? Any one of you? Who is talking?
Yes, Durga, fifth case.
Huh? Fifth case. Okay. Upasargat, fifth case. Good. Then.
Riti, seventh case.
Of what? Correct. Seventh case of what?
Rit.
Rit. Good. Then. Dhatau. What's the case? Dhatau.
Again, 7-1.
7-1. Good. 7-1. All right. Now, what will you do? Now, what is anuvrittis here? What is anuvrittis coming here? Can you spot?
At.
At. Good. What's the case? At. What's the case? Fifth case of what? Means avarna. All right. Now you have at upasargat. Two words in fifth case. What should you do?
One has to go.
Tadanta vidhi. Correct. Someone said tadanta vidhi. So what's the tadanta vidhi going to be? How will you make the tadanta vidhi now? You have to add the word anta to the adjective. What is the adjective? At is the adjective. So avarna. A is avarna. So what will you do? Avarnantat. Upasargat. Is that understandable? Avarnantat. Upasargat. And what are the words in seventh case?
Riti.
Riti and dhatu. Two words. What does rit mean?
Tapara.
Taparakarana, which means just the r and not r, just r. Like at is short a, it is short e. Here rit is r only, rasva. Now riti dhatau. What's the paribhasha you would apply now?
Tadadi.
Tadadi vidhi. Why? Because yena vidhi tadantasya. But if it is saptami, it's in saptami, then tadadi vidhi comes and should be not al vidhi. I mean ekal, it should be vidhi for one al only. So now riti dhatu will mean what? What will you do now? Where will you add adi?
Ru.
So how will you make the word?
Rikaradi.
Correct? Rikaradi, correct? So you have to place that in seventh case now.
Rikaradau.
Rikaradau, correct? Dhatau, right? And seventh case means what?
Follows.
Pare, when it follows. What should it follow?
Sthani.
What is the sthani here? No, what is the fifth case here? What's the fifth case here?
Avarna.
Avarnantat upasargat. Rikaradau dhatau pare. Which means when an upasarga ending in a or a is immediately followed by a dhatu which begins with a r, then what will happen?
Vriddhi adesha bhavati.
Vriddhi adesha. So what happened now? A is followed by r. A is followed by r. It's not he. There is no art, but vriddhi has to come. Therefore, when a avarnanta upasarga immediately is followed by a rikaradi dhatu, then both the avarna of the upasarga and the rikara in the beginning of dhatu will be replaced by what? Vriddhi. What will that be?
Ar.
Think again. What is the vriddhi for r? What is the vriddhi for r first? What are vriddhi? What are the vriddhi letters?
Au.
Ah, right? Not a.
Ah.
Vriddhi radhaich, not adeng. Adaich. So what is the vriddhi replacement?
Ar.
Then urandra paraha. So r. Make sense? This, we don't need to remember this rule, but I want you to remember the method. Rule is not critical to me. Method is critical in this case. Okay. Now we will go to another in the same adhikara. Okay. What is the next sutra I want to look at? Engi pararupam. Sutra we look at is Engi pararupam. Now you tell me what is the anuvritti, what is coming down you see here, okay? What is coming down from this sutra? Upasargat dhatav is going up to 94. All right. And we are looking at Engi pararupam, which is what? 94. So upasargat and dhatav are coming down here. Okay. Riti is not coming down. Now you help me. Help me decipher this sutra now. What are the words? Upasargat dhatav, right? Is at coming or not from Adgunaha? Up to 96. Is it coming or not?
Yes.
It is coming. Good. So at is also coming down. Then Engi, pararupam. Okay. What is pararupam case? Case of pararupam?
1 1.
1 1. Good. 1 1. All right. It is correct. 1 1 is correct. Engi?
7.
Engi? 7 1. Good. Good. So this much you are able to see, all of you? Good. Now, where will Tadanta Vidhi come?
Again for Upasargat and At.
Correct. So again it will become what? Avarnantat upasargat. A upasarga ending in a or a. And what do you do with two words in seventh case now? Dhatau and engi. Yes, Ramesh.
Engadi.
Enga,
Enga.
engadi, then put in seventh case. Correct.
E-
Engado.
Engada.
Ekarado.
Engadau, engadau, dhatau, pare.
Pare.
Then, what is adhikara we are operating in?
Samhitaya.
Samhitayam, purvaparayoho,
Parayoho.
ekadesha. So, purvaparayoho, what is adesha going to be?
Vriddhi.
Vriddhi.
Be careful. What is in first case
Para-
here?
Para-
Pararupam.
Para-
Pararupam. Vriddhi won't come as an avritti here because pararupam is sitting as 1-1. You can't relate pararupa and vriddhi. Be cautious. So what is pararupam doing? It is removing vriddhi and saying pararupa is the adesha. See the brilliance. Pararupa is adesha means it doesn't matter what is pararupa. Whatever it is the adesha. So now, when you have a, what does it mean now? An upasarga ending in a or a. When it is immediately followed by a dhatu beginning with a or o, aing is a or o, then what will happen? Then the
Ekarado.
replacement will be a or o. Pararupam, whatever it is. The preceding a or a will vanish. This will be an apavada to what? Vriddhi. You see that? Vriddhi cannot take place here. You would have thought Vriddhi will take place. This fellow removes Vriddhi. Are you able to see that? Are you comfortable? If anybody is not comfortable, ask, okay? I'm not writing. I'm just trying to do it orally for you. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, last time you had told like if the two are in seventh case, then one has to go, like we had seen in Echi and Achi. And but here when we are having, in other case, we are using it as a
Tadantavidhi.
Tadanta
Adjective.
Vidhi,
Now the
as a
question is,
Radhi.
good question. Now I'll ask you one thing. What is the relationship between Echi and Achi?
Echi is a subset of Achi.
But then what kind of adjective and noun, what kind of relationship you make won't help you.
Vishesham, Vishesh.
It won't help you. It cannot work as an adjective there. If it makes sense an adjective in the whole sutra interpretation, you can use it. But you will find it doesn't make sense. Vriddhi and Pararupam, what is the connection between the two? It doesn't make sense. Then when it doesn't make sense, the one which is now in the current context takes precedence over what's coming from behind. Okay? And when you are in doubt, what do? You go and check the book. Book means not Ashtadhyayi, some commentary, Kashika, etc. What does it say? So now what should we do? We go and we look at our commentary here. We look at Prathamavritti. Engi Pararupam. I think I have made it a little too big. Yeah, okay. Atascha. See this. Engi Pararupam. Engi 7-1. Pararupam 1-1. Anuvritti. Upasargat Dhatau At Ekah Purvaparayoho Samhitayam. Do you see Vriddhi? You don't see. Quietly dropped. Avarnantat Upasargat. Engadau Dhatau Paratah. Purvaparayoho Sthane Pararupam Ekadesha Bhavati Samhitayam Vishaye. Yes, Malti.
Swamiji, this vriddhi is anuvritti only until 92, isn't it?
Okay. We have to look. Where is Vriddhi coming up to?
So here vriddhi.
1 second. Let me just check. 1 second. Vriddhi. So Vriddhi is coming from Vriddhi Echi. Coming up to 92. Correct. It's coming up to 92. Correct. So actually you're saying there is no Vriddhi at all to drop. Correct. What you're saying is perfect. I didn't realize that. What you're saying is right. If it was coming, it would have got dropped. Yeah. Valid point. Okay. So let's go back here. So now you can see What vritti we saw? Avarnantad upasargat engado dhatu paratah purvaparayoho sthane pararupam ekadesha bhavati. Can someone translate it? Try. Okay, I will help you this time. So you don't hesitate, okay? Avarnantat upasargat. When a upasarga ending in avarna, which means a or a, precedes, and what is immediately after it? What does it precede? Precedes a dhatu which begins with the letters A or O. Then, in the place of both the preceding and the following, purvaparayoho sthane, what is the adesha? There is only ekadesha. Purvaparayoho ekadesha. What is that ekadesha? Pararupam ekadesha. The latter is going to be the replacement. So the A will be the replacement for both the preceding a of the upasarga and the aing which follows, the aing of the dhatu. Okay, what is the example? Upa elayati. Upa is upasarga. See, what is upasarga? We don't know. Technically, there's a list. What is upasarga? All right, but you know several by practice. Pra, upa, ni. So many are upasargas. Okay. So, upa, upasarga. What is it ending in? A, avarna. What is there after that? Elayati. Dhatu is not ela, but that dhatu became with guna, it became elayati. So it became what? Not upailayati, upelayati. Vriddhirechi would have made it upailayati, but it became upelayati. Then upaoshati. Upaoshati, uposhati. Praoshati, proshati. What is it showing? There is no vriddhi. It is pararupa. Pararupa happens to be ing. Okay? Do you understand the mechanism how it works? Okay. Now the situation is, have you seen a word when we do upaitimam shantarajasam? Have you does that ring a bell anywhere in your head? Upaitimam shantarajasam brahma bhuyaya kalpate. In Gita somewhere it comes. Or when you chant something in Taittiriya, you will find upaiti. Somewhere it comes. I don't remember offhand. What is that? Upa eti. Upa eti. It should become what? As per the rule we just saw. Upeti. Why did it become upaiti? Why did it become upaiti? Therefore, to account for that upaiti, you need another rule. Are you understanding me? So, understand the most basic rule is what? Vriddhirechi. No restrictions. Whenever an ach is followed by an h, both are replaced by vriddhi. That's a general rule. There is no restriction of pada, padanta, upasarga, nothing. Very general. Utsarga. Then we say, we restrict it by saying, but you know what? If the at in that echi, if that at is coming from upasarga, and if the dhatu is followed by eng, not h, eng, then we don't say vriddhi is adesha, we replace it with the pararupa. Therefore, the sandhi is called pararupa sandhi. In some places, they will call it pararupa sandhi. Why? Para is the replacement. Generally, the names of sandhis are based on whatever is the replacement. Whatever replaces, so yand replaces, it gets the name yand sandhi. Ayavayava replaces, it gets ayavayava sandhi. Guna replaces, it's called guna sandhi. Vriddhi replaces, it's called vriddhi sandhi. So what is vriddhi rechi? What will it be called? Vriddhi sandhi. Ad guna, what will it be called? What's the replacement?
Guna sandhi.
Guna. Therefore, it's called guna sandhi. Make sense? So here, what is the replacement going to be? Pararupa. Engi pararupam. So what's the name? Pararupa sandhi. Just ordinary names, okay? But convention is you gave the name of the adesha to the sandhi. All right. And important note is what? In some case, it was only one is replaced. In some cases, both are replaced. Ekah purva parayoho. All right. So now what's the situation? We see that though upa plus eti, the upa is the a belongs in upasarga, the a belongs to a dhatu in gatau. Still, it becomes what? Upaitavu, upaiti. What is the rule? That rule is presented. What is the adesha there? You tell me now. When you see upaiti, upa plus eti becomes upaiti. What is the adesha?
With vriddhi.
Vriddhi. Therefore, where do you think it should come? Should it come before 6492 or after?
Before.
It should come before, because you want to cover that vriddhi. Otherwise, Pani will have to write the word vriddhi again. It doesn't want to repeat. So you see how the arrangement matters now. So what does he do now? He says quietly here, right after vriddhi rechi, etyedhi utsu. Not a very important sutra for all words, but it matters. You're looking for the dhatu in gatau or edha vriddhau, or there's something called ut. We don't have to worry about it. If these three are there, then what? See, what is the case here of this word?
Saptami.
Etyetyutsu. Saptami. Very
Seven.
nice. Saptami. So what will it mean? Seventh
Fall.
case means what? When it
Fall.
follows. When it follows. And what else is the anuvritti here? Echi. Okay? Echi. So the H belonging to this. What is eti? Eti. How do you specify a dhatu in a sentence? Do you remember?
Ik and stipau.
Tippan.
Ikštipau. Dhatu nirdeshau. Ikštipau. Dhatu nirdeshau. You take the dhatu, you add a pratyaya ik, or you add a pratyaya shtip. Then whatever form you get, that will be what? It will be, the word will mean the dhatu. Therefore, in gatau, I, plus shtip, what will you get? Eti. That's the form you will get. Therefore, eti means what? Not he goes. Eti means the dhatu in. Similarly, edhr vriddhau. So these dhatus, the H belong to them. When that follows, then of the preceding avarna and the following A, what is the adesha? Vriddhihi. So you come back to what? Upaiti. So if you look at the sutra per se, it will look redundant. Already you know Vriddhi Rechi. Why he has to again say like this? Suppose you did not know anything else. Do you need this sutra to do upa plus eti is upaiti? You don't need it. Which means somebody is messing around. It would not be possible unless he put another sutra. That's a hint. And that sutra happens to be what? What we saw. Engaha padantat ati. On account of engaha padantat ati, you have this sutra. So now if we go and look at Ashtadhyayi and Prathamavritti, what will you find? We go back and we look at this. See, what is the etischa, edhatischa, utcha, edatyutsteshu. Dvandva samasa is making, okay? So then anuvritti is what? Vriddhirechi, achi, at, ekah purva prayoho samhitayam. Exactly what we've done. So avarnat paraha, yo, in gatau ityetasya. H. How do you get this? In gatau ityetasya because of eti. Similarly, eda vriddhau, that dhatu, and ut. For all these, what is the adesha? For both purva and para, vriddhi ekadesha bhavati samhitayam vishaye. So what's the words you get? Upaiti, upaishi, upaimi, upaidhate, praidhate, etc. Oot, don't worry about it. So this I'm covering for two reasons. One, to show you how utsarga apavada will work, and also for you to understand the word upaiti is correct. Otherwise, you'll say it should be upaiti. I know one rule. Never fight against a word. If there's a word, try to understand why it is like that. Don't say the rule is like this, because there will be other rules. Okay? Made sense so far? Are you all okay with this? There's not a whole lot of words we have to know. We have to just know that in gato will go like this, upaiti. That word is important because we see it so often. Okay? Any questions? All right. Now, having done that, we will now move a little further into the next sutra. Okay. We will see this section has got sutras which are what? Samhitayam, sandhi. Right? And in that, this achi is going up to 125. So it's all sandhi for a vowel, typically, most of it. All right? Now, there are rules which will apply just whenever two things come together. There are rules which will apply only in word boundaries, pada. And there are rules which will apply only when forming words, apadanta. Are you with me? Sandhi is between two varnas, but the two varnas are totally free to combine anywhere or only between two padas or only when forming a pada. So there are different rules, all right? So now there are this ato gune is an important rule. We'll come back to it. This rule is, you see what here it says, usi apadantat. Apadantat means what? Not at the end of a pada. So only when something is not at the end of the pada, this rule will apply, ato gune. We will come back to that. We will skip that for now. Okay? What I want to see next is this. Akas savarne dirgha. Very common rule. Akaha savarne dirgha. All right. So now you help me. What are the cases and numbers? This exercise we have to do every sutra. Then only you will get. Otherwise, if you start looking straight at Ashtadhyayi, you will not remember anything. Akaha savarne dirgha. Someone tell me, what are the possibilities for akaha?
5161.
5-1.
Of what? Correct, Ramesh. Of what?
Ak.
Ak. What is ak? What is ak? Can you tell Maheshwara Sutra?
I un.
Correct.
Ril.
Rilik. Did you get ka or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is ak?
I u ril.
Good. Right? That is ak. All right. Along with the long forms also.
Yeah.
Okay. Akaha. Somebody else tell. Savarne. What's the case in number?
7-1.
7-1. Good. Of what?
Savarna.
Savarna. Good. What is savarna?
A, E.
No. What is the definition of word savarna? Savarna means samana varna. Generally. Okay? Samana varnam is called savarnam. But what is Panini's definition of savarna? Does anyone remember or know? Try. Yes. Deepthi, go ahead.
Tulas prayatna savarna.
Tulyasya prayatnam savarnam. 119. Tulya asya prayatna. Tulya means what? Comparable, same. What should be same? Asya. What is asya? Place of the mouth where you produce the sound. What is prayatna? Antah prayatna and bahish prayatna. Whether the mouth is fully open, half closed, and is it malpa prana, mahaprana? These are all called prayatna. So when they are similar, they are called what? Savarna. Tulyasya prayatnam is savarnam. So now akaha. So we said akaha is what? Could be fifth case, could be sixth case, right? But here, you know, at is coming, akaha is coming, right? Now, in this whole section, purva parayoho ekadeshaha, what are the cases you will find? You don't find anything in sixth case. You recognize that? There is fifth case and seventh case. There is no sixth case. So what is likely to be akaha? Fifth case. Savarne, seventh case. What is adesha?
Dirgha.
Dirgha. Good. Perfect. Dirgha, when you hear, what can be dirgha? Can ka have dirgha form? Ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. Which will have dirgha?
Swara.
Only swara. Only swara can have the words hrasva, dirgha, pluta. Nobody else can have it. Okay? So if you look, you will find, give me 1 second. Do you see the Ashtadhyayi now? Correct? Okay. One second. Give me 1 second, okay. Maybe 1-3. No, can't be there. Give me 2 seconds, okay? There's 1, 2 perhaps. Yeah, 2. So there's a sutra called Achashcha. This is, by the way, very important. I may have mentioned it earlier. I don't remember. Achashcha. 1-28. What does it tell? Paribhasha Sutra. This is a Paribhasha Sutra. Okay. And what is the meaning of the sutra? Paribhasha iyam sthanin niyamartha. It's meant to help you understand the sthani clearly when it is unclear. Hrasva dirgha plutaha. So sangya shishyamanaha achaha eva sthane veditavyaha. The words, the adeshas, hrasva, dirgha or pluta, should be understood as applicable only for NH. Therefore, whenever you get the word dirgha, hrasvaha, plutaha, you can add a word achaha to your vritti. Because it cannot be anything else. If you understand, it's enough. Okay? So basically, you understand it is for ach. All right? So now, akaha savarne dirgha, which means what? A dirgha ach is going to be adesha. Okay? Now, what is following what? Anak is followed by what? Savarna. What is savarna? Savarna may also be same ak. So, what is ak? A, I, U, R, L. So, what is savarna for a? A, A. Savarna for E, E and E, E, E. So, if a is followed by a, E is followed by E, U is followed by U. You understand what I'm saying? U or U, okay? Both, hrasva and dirgha on both sides. R is followed by R, or L is followed by L. Then what is the adesha going to be? Dirgha. Of what? Whatever that letter is. So if it's a followed by you'll get a. E followed by E. Are you with me? Akaha savarne dirgha. Purva parayoho ekadesha samhitaya. Are you with me? So this is typically called savarna dirgha sandhi. Why? Savarne dirgha. Savarna dirgha. Savarna dirgha sandhi. That's what it's called. Now, do you see it's an apavada to adgunaha? It is. Because it said at gunaha. At achi. But now when at is followed by savarna ach, ak is followed by savarna ach, it takes away the scope of at gunaha. Vriddhirechi takes away the scope of at gunaha. So what remains finally is what remains, okay? Eko yanachi. Is akasavarna dirgha and apavada to eko yanachi or not? When E is followed by E, is it going to get yan or no? E, ik. Ik followed by ach, right? Are you with me? Ikaha, yan, achi. Ik is followed by ach. Ach is what? All vowels. Correct? E, u, r, let us say you have. If E is followed by E, what will happen? Will you get yanadesha? What will apply? Akasavarne dirgha. If U is followed by U, what will happen? Akasavarne dirgha. So you can see akasavarne dirgha is apavada to what? Iko enachi. Apavada to what? At gunaha. Apavada to what? So I'm saying at every level you can see where all it's apavada to. So unless you understand this bunch, you didn't understand them. Because if you only know at gunaha, you will try to do guna instead of, vriddhi. So akasavarne dirgha is going to make like similar ak vowels when they are together. The long form, the dirgha of that vowel will be a single replacement for the preceding and the following. Is this clear? All of you are able to follow? Or do you want me to write all this again? So, but you should be able to do this. So, what should we be able to do? Go to Prathama Vritti and see. Sometimes the number in Prathama Vritti is a little different from the number that you see in Ashtadhyayi, okay? There's some small part of Veda, so it becomes like that. So don't let it bother you. Find the sutra. Don't go only with number. Number may cause you some disturbance at times. All right. So you can see what we did. Akaha 5-1. Savarne 7-1. Dirgha 1-1. Are you clear with this? Okay. Anuvritti is what? Achi. Ekaha pauraparayoho samhitayam. Clear? Okay. Meaning is what? Akaha uttarasya. Because when I say it precedes means what follows also can be told, right? Akaha uttarasya savarne achi parataha. When savarna achi follows, purva parayoho sthane, in the place of both the preceding and the following, dirgha ekadesha bhavati. Dirgha is one single adesha for both. Example, danda plus agram. What will happen? Dandagram. Dadhi indraha. What will it be? Dadhindraha. What is madhudaka? Tell me.
Madhu Udaka.
Good. Hotrishayaha. Hotr rishyaha. Hotrishyaha. Okay. That's the examples given here. All right. Is this clear? Okay. Now, see, you see a whole bunch of things here after that. Okay. Don't worry about these two vartikas. Okay. प्रथमयोः पूर्वसवर्णः तस्माच्छसो न पुंसि नादीचि दीर्घाजसि च वाछन्दसि अमिपूर्वः. Up to this point, these are all special rules which will apply. Now you tell me, do you recognize the word shas? Does the word shas ring a bell in your head? Shas. Yes? What is it?
2, 3,
Pratyaya.
Huh?
Supratyaya 2, 3.
Correct. Where Which pratyaya, thing or sup?
Sup.
Sup. Good. So what do you remember? Suaujas. Suaujas. Out. Shas. That's shas. Okay. This prathamayoho stands for prathama and dvitiya vibhakti. Prathama and dvitiya vibhakti. Okay. Then jas, dirgha, jasi. Jas is what? Suaujas. Right. Then ami. Ami is seventh case of what?
Um,
Have you heard somewhere?
Outshas.
Yes.
Suaujas, outshas. Therefore, all these are specializations of sandhi rules, overruling general sandhi rules, specifically when you form subanta padas. So if you remember your subanta padas well, if you don't know these rules, it doesn't bother you. You understand? See, if you are interested in being a grammarian and you want to derive Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha fully all the way, every word, then you have to know all this. But if your interest is studying Bhashyam and you know Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha and Marut, Maruto, Marutaha well, if you don't know this, it doesn't matter. It will help you. It will help you. But if you don't know, but if you know your Shabda Manjari well, these sutras may be bypassed. Because first step we have to learn is what? How do I read? How do I understand Bhashyam or any text? For that, what do you need? You need to be able to read a sentence, split it into its constituent words. And the word is already sitting there as Raman. You don't need to derive Ramaha and plus us becomes Raman. You don't need it right now. First step. You only need to know Raman means 2, 3 of Rama. That's good enough. So like this tasma chaso nahapumsi tells you that shas, that sakara will become nakara. That's how you get Raman. In masculine only it happens. So it's good rule to remember. Tasma chaso nahapumsi, because you know that when savarna dirgha has happened in the prathama or dvitiya vibhakti, then if it's a pullinga, the nakara is going to replace the sakara and shas. Therefore, you can see Raman, Harin, Gurun, Pitrun, right? But take feminine, Lataha, Nadihi, Nadyau, Nadya, Nadim, Nadyau, Nadihi, right? Similarly, you take any Strilinga, you will not find Nakara at 2, 3 end. So Nakara at end of 2, 3, you will get in vowel ending, masculine. That's the extra you get by knowing that sutra. Tasmat chaso naf pumsi. But if you didn't know that, you are not a loser if you know Shabda Manjari well. Okay? So we will not get into it right now. Just telling you what it is, because in the same section, understand these are modifying. See what happens? See Ramaha, right? Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, right? Ramam, su aujas, outshas. This much you remember? Rama plus what should happen? Rama plus what should happen? Rama, hey, think carefully, okay? Rama ending in ak. What is following? Is it savarna or not? Savarnak or not? If savarna, what should be the adesha? Dirgha. So what should be the form? Ramam. Form should be Ramam. But what is the form you know? Ramam. Why is it Ramam? Sandhi rule is there. We have an apavada. What is that? Prathamayoho purva savarnaha. Ami purvaha. We have some rules, okay? So unless you know all the rules, you won't know subanta forms. You can't derive by first principles. But if you know your subanta well, I always start the class with what I told you long ago, even before starting the class. I said memorize subanta forms. It's worth it. You can't keep deriving this and study Sanskrit well. You have to know some forms. Okay? So leave this out. Then this is something which we will look into when we look at a term called samprasaranam. See what does samprasaranam mean? Just as a just as a corner building, give you an introduction. What is samprasaranam?
Extension.
No, don't take it that way. It's sangya here, okay? The ikaha yan, you know that, right? If yan becomes ik, then that is called samprasaranam. Okay? And these ik which result, see, ya will get see, yan is what? Yan sandhi is what? E gets replaced by ya, u gets replaced by va, then e, u, r gets replaced by refa, right? And l gets replaced by lakara, eko yan. Now you reverse it. Ya gets replaced by e. Va gets replaced by what? U. Ra gets replaced by what? R. You have to reverse it all the way, okay? All reversing in certain situations. And the letter, that ik, which you replace in the place of yan, is also called samprasaranam. The process of reversal of yan to ik is called samprasaranam, and the letter which is coming, the ik, is also called samprasaranam. Okay? This is what explains to you. You have a dhatu yaj. Dhatu yaj. And you want the past participle form. Yaja plus kta. What form do you get?
Yajna.
No. Ishta. Ishtapurtam. Manyamana varishtham. Ishta there is not liked. Ishta is what? Yaj becomes ish. Ishta. That ya becoming e is called samprasaranam. And that e itself is called samprasaranam. Okay? Now, this is the interesting part. This is just watch this, right? It's not difficult, easy to see. So now you have a ya. Sorry, let me get my thing correct. Ya. Ya is equal to what? Ya plus a. Correct? Are you with me so far? No trouble with this, I hope. Now if I say replace ya, do a samprasaranam. Replace ya with what? E. So what will you get now? E plus what? E plus a will give you what?
E.
A. E plus a will give you what?
E.
Huh? E plus a is what?
A.
Who is saying this?
Niru.
Niru? E plus a is A or A plus E is A? At gunaha or inaha? Inaha gunaha?
Yeah, A plus E is A.
Therefore, E plus A is what I'm asking.
And
Yeah, and
yeah.
Yan.
Hara.
Yan. So what will be the what will it become now? Do you see what happened? I did samprasaranam. Yeah, I made it to E. Okay? And it came back to what? Yeah. Is it useful? This samprasarana becomes useless. Therefore, when you do this, when a samprasarana letter is followed by an ach, for both of them, the single adesha is a samprasaranam. This is not necessary for you right now, okay? This is just, I'm just showing you how interesting it is, how he has made a rule. That is what this rule is, samprasarana cha. Yes, Deepti.
Swamiji, the single letter which is replacing is the first one?
Now, let us go back to Sutra Patha for a minute. Now, Ami Purvaha. What is the word here? Purva. How far is it going? Up to 110. Correct? So, is Purva coming down as Anuvritti here?
Yes.
Yes. What is purva? What's the case in number?
1 1.
1 1. What should it be?
The purva letter will be
Be the
taken.
adesha. Purva parayoho ekadesha purvaha. Up to where? Up to 110. Are you with me?
Yes, Swamiji.
Therefore, what happens now? Ya undergoing samprasarana will become E. It won't become Ya again. Otherwise, you will be in trouble. Samprasarana cha. So you want to, if you are curious, you go look here now. What does Prathama Vritti say? Samprasaranat achi paratah पूर्वपरयोः स्थाने पूर्वरूपम ekadesha bhavati samhitayam vishaye. Very straightforward. But what is samprasarana? You don't know here. Swamiji, how do I find out? You know, how do I find out? Okay, if you don't know, do one thing. Just go and say sampra sa. So you see samprasaranam. Why it's not showing? Okay, let's check. Maybe it does that. See that? 1145 is Igyanaha Samprasaranam. That's the rule. Igyanaha Sangya Sutra. Igyanaha Samprasaranam. So, because if you look here, Ik is Prathama Ekvachanam. Okay? Ik is the Adesha. In the place of what? Yan. And that is Samprasaranam. That thing is called. Sangya is Samprasaranam. What is Samprasaranam? Replacement of Yan with Ik. The process is called Samprasaranam. And extension is this Ik is also called Samprasaranam. Okay? And this Sangya Samprasaranam from 1145 is used where we just saw it. In Samprasaranacha. 6 1 1 1 11, right? No.
108. 108.
108.
1 2
108.
108. Okay. All right. There we go. Samprasaranacha. Right? So, what is happening? Samprasarana Sangyakat Varnat Ach Varne Pare Purvaparayoho Ekaha Purarupaha Adesha Bhavati. Is this clear? Somewhat clear? The application of this will become clear to you when you see where Samprasarana will happen. There are a bunch of dhatus which will undergo Samprasaranam. And those dhatus which undergo Samprasaranam you will find in 6-1. See, you have to know Ashtadhyayi all over to know where what's happening. It's a little hard to remember everything. But understand what is Samprasaranam in general. Yaju will become Ishta. So, if we are curious, what do? We go now. I'm just digressing a little, but I still think some of you will benefit from it, okay? So, let us go to the Ashtadhyayi. And here, we just go a little back and we'll find out what we're looking for. So, in 6-1, you see all these here. See the section called Samprasarana Prakaranam. 6-1-13 onwards. 6-1-13 2. You know, it goes all the way till you know, if you it goes actually, I think, up to, or it will tell me right here probably. Samprasarana is going up to 31. 6-1-13 to 31. This is where Samprasarana, when it will happen, is told. So when should ik become yan is told. Sorry, yan become ik is told. But when it happens, you can't come back to yan. Therefore, samprasarana cha. That's where we are right now. Okay? Don't worry too much about this. But if you have the time and the enthusiasm, you can go nosing around. Up to you. I'm not expecting you will know all this. Just telling you, because some of you have more time, some of you have less time. So for those who have more enthusiasm, you can have something to go explore. Okay. So that is one rule, which again is not my focus. Next rule is important for us when we do Sandhi vicheda of sentences. Very important. What is the rule? The rule is engaha padantat ati. Engaha padantat ati. Now, what is anuvritti? What adhikara is it running in? Tell me. Harsha? You want to try?
Sure, Swamiji. Engah
Start with the top. What adhikaras were in?
संहितायां
Good. Samhitayam. Then,
एकः पूर्वपरयोः
very good. Then we come to the sutra, right? Now, before you come to the sutra, what do you see as anuvritti coming here?
पूर्वः
Purvaha, right? Anything else coming to 109? Do you see anything here? I don't see anything offhand. Okay. Achi is coming down from Eko and Achi onwards, right? Keep that in view. Now we have what? Engaha padantat ati. Sandhi, you do. Engaha. Case and number.
5-1
5-1 of
eng
Eng. Good. Then second word, next word is what?
Padantat.
Padantat. Which case?
5-1.
5-1. Good. Ati.
7-1.
7-1.
Of what?
At.
At. What is at?
Avarna.
Our.
Akaran.
Short.
Think carefully. At is
Akaran.
takara. What is takara? Taparaf tatkalasya. Therefore, you say at, only hrasvakara. Okay. Now, what do you understand? Engaha padantat ati kim. What is purva? What is purva now? Fifth case. What is purva?
Eng.
Eng. What kind of an eng?
Padanta.
Padantat engaha. You don't need to add any tadanta vidhi now. Padantat engaha. The eng at the end of a padam. When it is immediately followed by what?
At.
At. At. At. At means hrasvakara. Then what is adesha for both?
Dirgha.
Purvarupa.
Hey.
Purvarupa.
Purva rupaha. Correct. What is purva among these two?
Eng.
Eng. So for between eng and when at follows, padanta eng is followed by an at, then both are replaced by what? The single eng. Shivoham. What is Shivoham? Shivo aham. Shivo aham becomes what? Shivoham. Therefore, this sutra, now what can this sutra be called?
पूर्वस
Purva rupa.
पूर्वरूप
What is pararupa? See, here it said engi. See, what we saw earlier was what? We saw engi pararupam. Now what? Engahati purva rupam. So this is sometimes called purva rupa sandhi. See, ami purva onward, everything can be called purva rupa. 3 are there, right? 3, 4. But this engaha padanta tasi is called, generally called purva rupa sandhi. Right? So this sandhi is very important because you'll see a lot of these. And when you say, shivoham, how do you write shivoham? How do you write shivoham?
You put a avagraha.
Shivo aham. Correct. So now you can simply, the rule is what? Shivo agos, because purva parayo ekadesha. What should you write? Ham. This is correct. But generally written as what? Shivo ham. What is this fellow called? Avagraha. This is purely an aid written in writing. It is not a letter. It has no pronunciation of its own. It has no sanctity as a varna. It is purely a publisher's publishing, what's it called, a colophon, to help us recognize that a letter has been elided, that a has gone. So sometimes what will they do? Suppose you have two matras dropped, they will put a double like this. Suppose two are gone, okay? So what we need to know is that is not a necessity. Shivoham and Shivoham are equal. Okay, you will see a lot of this in our texts. You will have to learn to split them. And if this is where it's easy for you to, you must one letter is gone. If not, it's a little harder. Okay, this is called Engaha Padantat Ati. Right? So let's go back to the Prathama Vritti. See what it looks like. See, what we are doing orally is what you'll see here. Engaha 5-1, Padantat 5-1, Ati 7-1. This is what you have to do first, Padacheda. Then what is Padanta? Samasa. Padasya Antaha Padantaha. I expected you know it. Padasya Antaha Padanta. Shashti Tatpurusha. Then Anuvritti is what? Purvaha Ekaha Purvaparayoho Samhitayam. I make this Anuvritti two ways. I tell you first find Adhikaras, then bring Anuvrittis. Because easier if you remember Adhikaras. Whole sections walk in. Okay. Then Padantat Engaha Uttarasya. Panchami, therefore he says Uttarasya. Ati Parataha, when At follows, Purvaparayoho Sthane, Purva Rupam Ekadesha Bhavati Samhitayam Vishaye. Agne Atra. Sorry. Agne Atra. Hey, shut up. Agne Atra. Vayo Atra. What happened? Agnetra. Vayotra. Okay? This is the rule. All right? So let us go now. Any doubts at this point? Yes, Deepti.
Could I ask a small question? How do we get the word Shivo?
Out of syllabus for now. Okay? But what will happen is this. Shiva is sup, akaranta, like Rama.
Yes.
To that you have to add su aujas. That su will become ru. It will become Shiva ru. That ru will become o. Some rule, okay? When we do Visarga Sandhi, it will become Spashti Bhavati. Right now, it won't be clear to you. Leave it for now. Okay? But understand one thing. Normally, how people understand is this. Shivaha will become Shivo when certain things follow. When Ash follows or Hush follows, you will have some rules. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So now we will give this a little break, okay? The rules. We will look at something different. Today we have something else, okay? I'm not going to the dialogue of Shankara because I wanted to show you something else today. So here's a little story, okay? Little conversation. Someone read now. Let's get some reading practice too. One of you should read, not many. Okay. Who wants to read? Yeah, Harsha, read.
अथ एका तस्य महिषी राज्ञः स्तनभर
Just don't try to break it. What you don't know, Sandhi, just read completely. Okay? Stana bharalasa. Then.
भरालसा श्रीश सुकुमारांगी क्रीडन्ति कुमम
No, kla.
क्लममबग
Klamamabhyagat. Klamamabhyagat. Okay. Now we need to understand this a little. Okay. Atha. Then just you can say anantaryam. Eka tasya mahishi राज्ञः tasya राज्ञः eka mahishi. Mahishi means what?
Bull. No,
Ek-
Wife.
Mahishi, no, is why is
Of king,
queen.
wife of a king.
Queen.
Oh,
Queen.
oh,
Mahishi means a queen. Okay. Mahisha is a buffalo. Okay. It won't be. I don't think Mahishi is feminine of buffalo. Mahisha only probably. Okay. Anyway, so wrong guess. Mahishi means a queen. So Rajya, what case and number?
6-1.
6-1.
Of a king. There is one queen of the king. Very beautiful. Okay. Stanabhara Alasa, leave it out. That's the beautiful woman. Okay. Shirisha Sukumarangi. Shirisha, the flower. One whose organs, whose limbs are as delicate or as beautiful as a flower. Kridanti. What is Kridanti? Cautiously answer.
It's Shatra Pratyaya.
Good. It is not Kridanti. It is Kridanti. Therefore, it is what? Kridan, Kridantau. Kridanta is masculine. In feminine, it will become Kridanti, Kridantyau, Kridantyah, like Nadi Shabda. Means what? One who is playing. Klamam Abhyagat. What is Klamam? Klamu, Shantau. Become tired. Abhyagat became tired. Okay? Abhitaha Klamam Gatavan. Ityartha. Gatavati Ityartha. She became tired. Okay. Next verse. Who will read? Yes, Ramesh.
सा जलैरभिषिञ्चन्तं
Good.
राजानामसः
No.
सहत्
Slowly. Read again.
राजानां
Not Nam. Where is Nam?
राजानमसः
Ah.
सती
Uh-huh.
अब्रवीन्मोदकैर्देव परिताडय मामिति.
Okay. Now let's do sandhi there. Sa. Then
Jalaihi Abhishin.
Jalaihi Abhishinchantam. Correct. Then
राजानं
Rajanam
Rajanam. Correct. Next word.
Asaha.
Asaha. Don't say asaha. Asaha. Then Sati. Then what?
Abravit
प्रवीत्
Abravit. Correct.
Modakaihi
Modakaihi. Okay.
Deva
एव
Correct.
Parita Adaya.
No. Paritadaya. One word.
Oh,
परिताडय
Don't
Paritadaya.
split them.
Okay, Adaya.
Okay. You'll be in
माम्
trouble.
माम् इति.
Mam
Mam
iti.
iti. Good. Okay. Now, sa. What is sa?
Mahishi.
One.
She. Sa is she, right? Pronoun. Sa. Jalaihi abhishantam rajanam. Rajanam. What is case number?
2-1.
Good. Of what shabda?
Rajan.
Very good. What does it mean? King. Rajanam. So, sa. Jalaihi abhishinchantam rajanam. Abravit. Abravit?
Said.
Said. Brudhatu. Brunch. Okay. She said. To whom?
Rajanam.
Rajanam. What is the Raja doing?
Jalaihi Abhishinchantam.
What does Abhishinchanam mean? Cinch, to sprinkle. Abhi, all around, sprinkle all around. Spray. Jalaihi Abhishinchantam means what? Who was spraying water all over the place, throwing water all over the place. Okay. You have to imagine they are in a water sporting area. Husband and wife. Husband is having some fun pouring water at the wife. Okay. बुरा न मानो होली hai. Whatever, okay? He is enjoying himself in that way. And what is she finding it? Asaha sati. Sahanam is what? Bearing. Asaha sati means what?
Not able
Not
to talk.
able.
Unable to bear. I mean, she's tired. It's all first word. She's tired. They've been playing for a long time. Okay? Abravit. What did she say?
Deva
Hey Deva. Huh.
modakaihi
Huh.
paritadaya mam iti.
Good. So what does it mean now? Paritadaya means what? Beat me.
Hmm.
Throw at me. What? With what? With what should you hit me?
Modakaihi.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Modakas?
Modakas. Okay. Mom,
Me.
good. Does it make sense to you? Okay. So
No.
now let's go further, okay? Let's read the next verse now. Next verse, read. Yeah, go ahead, Neeru.
तच्छ्रुत्वा मोदकान् राजा
Mhm.
द्रुतमानाययन् बहून्
Drutam anayayan, right?
द्रुतम्
Drutam.
आनाययन् बहून्
Uh-huh.
ततो विहस्य सा राज्ञी पुनरेवमभाषत.
Good. Now let's see. Tachrutva. What is sandhi?
Tat Shruta.
Tat shrutva. Good. Means what? Having
Having
heard this. Having heard this. Modakan Raja Modakan Drutam Bahun Modakan Drutam Anayayan. Anayayan. What does it look like? Or not Anayan. Anayayan. Drutam could be Anayan. Okay, here it looks like Anayan. Anayayan. What dhatu does it look like?
Carry, knee.
me.
Ninj. Not
Knee.
plain ninj, because plain ninj would give you what? Anayat. Anayatam, anayan. But you're getting what? Nayayan. What's likely?
Niche.
Which?
Nich. Wonderful. Nich becomes nayi. Right? Nayi. Like chori. Nayi. Now, in that you have to form. You'll get anayan will be what? Lang lakara, second person plural. Means what? Cause to be brought. Cause to be brought. The king caused to be brought. What did he cause to be brought?
Bahun modakan.
Bahun modakan. Many modakas. Right? And how did he do so? How much time did he take?
Drutam.
Drutam means what?
Quickly.
Immediately, quickly. Then what did happen? Next person read.
No, tato vihasya. I mean, second line.
Second line of
Okay, continue from. Okay, read from. Yeah, correct. Second line of that. Correct. Let's finish that. Tato vihasya saragi. Vihasya is what?
Left.
Has dhatu lyap laka. Lyap pratyaya. Therefore, laughed. Having laughed, smiled or laughed. Tato vihasya saragi. That queen. Punaha evam abhashata. What is abhashata? Bhash dhatu. Bhash
said
dhatu. Correct.
Eight.
What's lakara?
Lung.
Lung.
tongue.
What is the person number? Abhashata.
3-1.
Even
Third person singular. Correct.
Atmani.
Atmanepada. That's important. Note Atmanepada. Otherwise, you'll get confused. That takara will become halanta otherwise, right? Okay. Next verse. Who is reading now?
राजन्नवसरः
Rajan Avasaraha.
कोत्र
What is kotra?
मोदका
What is sutra in kotra?
कः अत्र
Ko atra kaha.
को
Correct.
अत्र कः अत्र मोदकानां जलान्तरे उदकैः सिञ्चमात्वं मामित्युक्तं हि मया तव.
Okay, so now Rajan.
Rajan.
What is the case number?
1.
Think
1 1.
carefully. Think carefully.
Rajan. 8 8 8.
8 1.
Ah,
8
Sambhash.
1.
It is
8 1.
Sambodhana. Rajan. Hey Rajan.
Rajan.
Atra kaha avasaraha?
Oh, atra ka avasaraha. Okay.
Atra kaha avasaraha, not ka. Kaha avasaraha. What is the opportunity here? Modakanam.
Nam jalantare.
When jalantare jalamadhye. When
In
you're
the water.
when you're in the water, what is the context for modakas here? Kaha atra arthaha avasaraha. What is the opportunity for modakas here? The second line.
Udaka.
Udakaihi. Udakaihi.
Sincha.
Sincha matvam.
Atvam.
Mam. What do you mean?
Me.
Mam.
Iti
Mam.
uktam.
Tvam. Udakaihi ma sincha.
Ma sincha. Okay.
What does it mean?
Don't sprinkle water.
Don't sprinkle, don't trouble me putting water on me. I have had enough.
Okay.
Iti uktam maya tava. This was told by me to you. Okay?
Queen.
Not modakam. Ma udakam. Okay? So,
Okay.
so read the next words. Who's doing it now? Yes, Malti. Go ahead.
Sandhi matram na janasi ma shabdodaka shabdayoho nacha prakaranam vetsi murkastvam kathamidrushaha.
Tell me now. You bring Sandhi now.
Sandhi
Sandhi matram. Sandhi matram is what? Sandhi alone. Matram is like, matram means it is nama matram. No extra meaning. It is swarte pratyaya matram. So, sandhi matram na janasi. What will you translate, Malti?
na janasi. You don't know.
You don't know what?
Sandhi.
You
Only
don't know
sandhi.
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 Between what and what?
Shabda udaka.
Ma shabda
Shabda
udaka shabda
udaka
yo.
shabdayo.
What is this? What is the compound there? See, yoho. Is it, what's the case and number? Yoho.
6-2 or
Good.
7-2.
Correct. 6-2. 6-2 or 7-2. Correct. So, what are the two words involved there?
Udaka. Shabda udaka.
Ma
shabdayo.
shabda, udaka shabda. Two words.
Ma
Ma and udaka. The word ma and the word udaka. Okay? You miss the sandhi between ma and udaka. Okay? Ma and udaka, what will happen? Ma
Modaka.
plus udaka. What will
Modaka.
happen? Modaka.
Modaka.
What is the word there? Modaka or ma udaka? Ma udakaihi. What did you all read? Modakaihi. This is what Ragni is saying, okay? You did sandhi matram na janasi ma shabda udaka shabdayoho nacha prakaranam vetsi. Vetsi. What is the lakara? What's the personal number?
2-1.
2-1. Correct. How do you know? See.
See.
What's the dhatu?
With.
With. To know. With. Somehow guna is happening and it becomes vetsi. Second gana. Therefore, shap comes, shap goes, tip comes. And tip is what? Pith. And it is sarvadhatuka. Therefore, what will it do? It will cause guna to the iganta anga. So, with will become the lagu padagana. Puganta lagu padasya. With will become ved. Ved plus C will become vedsi. So, prakaranam is what? The context. Nacha prakaranam vedsi. Hey murkha. Tvam katamidrisha. How come, you idiot, you don't understand? You ordered some servants to bring modakas when all I said to you is don't pour more water on me. So I thought it was a good way to introduce what is the use of sandhi, okay? Otherwise, we will also be doing what Raja does. Okay? So the benefit of knowing sandhi is very important. Otherwise, you will also order modaka when she says, "Don't pour water on me." Oh, just fun, okay, lighter. But that's how it is. Because see, what we do immediately when you look at it, we immediately think that modakaihi deva paritadayamam. We don't see how it is not fitting in the context. Modakaihi paritadaya, why will she say? First it said, it is klama bhyagata. She is tired. And he is pouring water. And she is unable to bear it. When she is unable to bear it, she'll say, stop that. Why will she say, hit me with modakas? But our inclination is, we know the word modaka, and modaka fits very well. So combine. This is what happens when we don't have prakarana jnanam. Anything should be taken in context. And in the context, you have to split the words properly. Okay? Modakahi was not wrong grammatically, but it won't fit contextually. Meaning wise, it becomes useless. Vivaksha is not understood. That is what prakarana here is. Okay? So we will time now, 7:45. We will come back and look next time as to when is sandhi required. Samhite kapade nitya, nitya dhatu upasargayo, nitya samase vakye tu sa vivaksham apekshate. In a sentence, the vivaksha, you can make a sandhi, you may not make a sandhi. Okay? Give me 1 second. Yeah. So, but in a compound, you have to. Between dhatu and upasarga, you have to. Only in a sentence, you have a choice. And single word, you have to. Samhita, ekapade, samhita. In a samhita, ekapade nityam, always you have to do sandhi. And between dhatu and upasarga, you always have to do. Nitya samase, in a samasa, samasa should always be done. Vakye, in a sentence, sa, what is sa? Samhita. What is samhita? Sandhi. Vaksham apekshate. It is depending on your wish, how you want to do it. Okay? So, did it make some sense and some fun in the end? So, you should see, this is some fun, okay? We should have some fun too. So, I thought this was interesting than the argument, why only go for Shankara and Mandana Mishra? Sandhi wise is a reasonable place to look at, some nice, it comes from a book called Katha Sarit Sagara, apparently. So, I thought it was interesting. Modakaihi matadaya, mam paritadaya. Okay. Any questions? Is this space okay with all of you? Are you able to follow? I hope you're all able to follow, because now you pretty much almost get individual attention here. Okay, if you open your mouth, I will hear you. If you keep shut, I don't know what you understand. But I'm hoping that you're coming means you're following something that is useful for you. All right. So now we have done in Ach Sandhi, we have done the sandhis between words. There are a few more rules to look at. Then in a second round, we'll come back to look maybe at some, like Atogune have skipped, we'll come back to that. When forming a pada, some of them will be useful to us. Subanta parts I will skip because I don't want to go into it too much. It will cost a lot of time and you won't gain much. I want you to learn Subanta by heart. That's what will help you. At least we will identify Raman, Ramena, Marutaha. So, and that exercise we are doing through sutras. Now, when I say padacheda and identify, you are forced to deal with that. That's part of the reason I'm doing it this way. So you have to look at it. Okay. And then we will look at a few of the rules that are interesting here. And then there's some section called, where sandhis should not happen. Even though it looks like it's a candidate for sandhi, sandhi should not happen. That is called prakrihya. Prakriti bhava, it's called. Prakriti bhava we will look at briefly. And there are some places where you find that it looks like sandhi should happen. There is no prakriti bhava, but still sandhi doesn't happen. That's also important to recognize. That is another area we have to look at. So these we will look at within the vowel sandhi first. That should help you have a good handle over the vowel sandhi in whatever we study, most of it. Hopefully another class we should be able to do it. Then we will shift to Vyanjana Sandhi, where again we will try to look at Padanta rules first, so that you know how to split words. But what's equally important is that you recognize words. That is why Subanta and Tinganta Pratyaya, Supratyaya and Ting Pratyayas you should know. Like when you say Vetsi, you don't know much, but you can guess it must be second person singular. Good. Udakaihi, you can guess it is third person plural. Good. You know, you couldn't spot Ma Udakaihi, it's okay. But at least you said Modakaihi is one word, that's good. That's a very good thing. Okay? So focus is, can you identify words, meaningful words? Then Sandhi is easy to split because you can spot the words. Otherwise, you will try to figure where to break it. Okay. All right. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.